So return to on-site operations has went really well, better than expected. You know, we are now, I think, 43 days into the spring semester, I think 25th maybe class day. So all is well. I think we're trucking along. We have to be cautious. We still have to do what we need to do to have a successful spring. But to the Auburn folks, congratulations. Great job. For those of you that are following the rules and wearing masks, you're doing the right thing. You're setting up Auburn to succeed, to help us get into the summer and the fall. For those that you are not, you're really not helping us here. We really need everyone to be consistent and to continually wear the mask, sanitize your hands, and when you can, distance. If we do these things, we're then able to open up, expand the number of events, expand the number of people at events, keep in-person classes, have field trips, study abroad. Number one, as we get further away from Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that get together, we expected to see the numbers trending down. Secondly, less opportunity for people to get close and interact as much as outside your normal core household family groups. So in addition to that, you know, a lot of states and other places have put more restrictions on, and especially in the state of Alabama, the governor rightfully extended the order. I think without question, there's a lot of optimism that the vaccine is starting to make an impact. People are, again, building a certain degree of immunity, but it's going to take a bit more time as more vaccines get rolled out. At this point in time, I believe somewhere between 10 to 12% of the US population has been vaccinated. At Auburn, it's higher than that. So a new list went out so that people can express their interest or willingness to get the vaccine. Remember, the vaccine is not mandatory. So we have to have a mechanism to know that you are interested in getting the vaccine. That gives us an idea as we get vaccine allocations and supplies in, we have a list to work off of to invite people. So that's the mechanism right now. If you're interested, please go online, go to the A Healthier You and COVID Resource Center and fill out the form so that we know we put you in the group and get ready as we get vaccine. So the question is, what about how long will the immunity last after you've gotten vaccinated? Will you need a booster? Answer is we don't know. Again, this is a pretty new vaccine. We will have a better idea of where we stand, whether or not the immunity lasts at least a year. But that information won't come out until this fall, when the initial subjects who went through the studies are being tested every month, if not more frequent, to see if their immunity is still keeping up. And so we'll know that later this year. In the meantime, I know that the companies are already working on the potential of a booster shot that would also incorporate some opportunity to put in the variants that are starting to spread around the world. So I'm a bit disappointed that sentinel testing numbers went down last week. Again, the reason that you want to do this is to give us an indication as to what the prevalence of the COVID disease is in the campus community population. In addition to that, knowing that this is a disease that can 40 to 80% of people with it can be asymptomatic, it also gives you an opportunity to get tested and know your status, especially if you're going to be interacting with others. So we're seeing different things related to the virus. For people who have been infected, there's some degree of anxiety. Also, coming out of the remote learning or remote working, people have been socially isolated, somewhat depressed. All of those are factors that we're seeing. In addition to that, we're seeing with people who've had COVID, almost like a post-COVID syndrome, there still continues to be some degree of a brain fog, some depression, some anxiety. The whole gamut is what's going on. For a while there, suicidal ideation was up. Um, we are always monitoring that and implementing mitigation strategies in an effort to address some of those as proactively as we can.